Heat 2 now of the Group 1 Bold Trees, and the green light, they're ready to go. Favoured in yellow. Set. Away and racing, and Houdini Boy jumped quickly out fast. I'm Easy Boys to lead up, settling down to Lee Ali and Houdini Boy. He's going to slide around to second placing in the early part. They're followed by Here's Tears, and then Corborn Foottrot, He Shall Power, and Pilbara last of all with a lap to go, and Houdini Boy surged away, led by 4 lengths now to I'm Easy Boys, and then Lee Ali, followed Corborn Foottrot, He Shall Power, and then Here's Tears and Pilbara down the back, and Houdini Boy sprinted clear, led by 6 to I'm Easy Boys. Then Lee Ali, He Shall Power around the bend. Houdini Boy, he's all out. He's 4-5 lengths in front. The definition of X Factor. Houdini Boy by 5 lengths. All too good for He Shall Power. Third to I'm Easy Boys, and fourth Pilbara the outside, just over Lee Ali. Then Corborn Foottrot and Here's Tears. The run is identical to heat number 1, 41.54.
Houdini Boy, he jumped a lot better than in fact, I've never seen him jump better, Jason.
And what I think the difference there is, over the 600 metres, when they're on the bend start and you don't really get time to gather pace, now he's got to run into the first turn. We've seen him set up in a much more prominent position and taking over mid-race. Well, it's going to be hard to beat from there.
How do they beat him if he jumps like that?
Well, I think that'll be the norm for him, to be honest, going forward. He's not as strong late because of that, but we know in a lot of big races the damage is done early in mid-race, so that's a frightening prospect for him. That
was his first go, Jason Lincoln, at the track and distance. You would imagine he'll only get better. Calgrino would be over the moon, $1.70 in the end on the tote, and he'll start, you would imagine, the strong favourite in next week's Group 1 Bold Trease. What a performance, Houdini Boy, Jace. It's just when I rocked up here at Sandown Park today, he was the greyhound that I wanted to see. He was the greyhound that I thought, geez, I can't wait to watch him live and see what he can actually do tonight. And he wasn't exciting as he was, say, when he misses the kick and he has to weave through to make up that ground and win from that impossible spot. But tonight he jumped, and it was all over within 30 foot after 30 or 40 metres.
It was, and first time past the post, I thought he's going to do an absolute job on him here. He didn't exactly get away the way I felt in my gut, but look, for his first 700 after a long period of time, and as we've heard Calgrino say, that the preparation hasn't been exactly perfect. Because it's been a rush to get him ready for this series, where there was an incident in a trial that he went around in at Warragul where he just about broke the track record and then hit his throat on the arm, which did a bit of damage and took a few weeks for him to overcome. And from there, it was race on to get him ready for the Bold Trease. So from what we've seen tonight, he's only going to get it better from here.
He Shall Power has been one of those greyhounds that he probably announced himself as a genuine rising star anyway in the RSN Sandown Cup. And since then, it took him a little while to break through and gain some confidence to realise that he can perform at this level. And that was a mighty effort back in second. So he qualifies for this year's Bold Trease.
And he deserves to, because you're right, he was so good through that Sandown Cup campaign. And then since then, he's been a little bit up and down in his form, and especially his box manners, where there was a period of time where it was just so poor to get away. But look, Sandown Park does look to be a track where he goes best at. He was so good here 2 starts ago. And again, tonight, from a pretty ordinary position in running, to finish second's been a big performance from him.
We'll have to watch the clock, because the 2 fastest thirds gain a start in the Bold Trease, and I'm Easy Boys was back in third there. Fourth home was the one Pilbara. Corborn Foottrot never really looked like it tonight.
Never in it, really. He found himself midfield, and from there, against this sort of quality, it was always going to be hard, especially first up, or here in Victoria, over 700 metres. So, look, I don't think that's going to be the norm for him. He'll bounce back pretty soon and develop into a nice stayer.
There he is. Unfortunately, we're in COVID at the moment, but wouldn't it be great to go and have a chat to Darren Patterson to see what he actually thought there of Houdini Boy. He's just giving him a drink. Thumbs up, Pato. Yeah, loved it. And he'll have a rest up. You would imagine he'll only be better now, Jace. That was his first look here, track and distance. He wants to come over and say good day. But he'll get better with that run under his belt, because as you pointed out, Calgrino said that he had that interrupted preparation, and he'll improve on that run, which is quite scary for his opposition.
Exactly right. And how good's this vision that
I love it.
Screen? It's super slow-mo. We get a real feel of not only the athletes, the greyhounds themselves, but a real illustration of what happened in the race. And you're right, Houdini Boy is only going to get better as time goes on. First 700, well, second 700 ever, but first for a long time. So you'll get home better than what he did tonight in time, and looking forward to see how he can develop, but I think he will start favourite next week.
He's only had the 21 starts now for 11 victories, and he was doing some amazing stuff over the shorter trips. A little bit like Tornado Tears in his prime. Like, he could run times that would be competitive, say, in a Tab Melbourne Cup. Houdini Boy